Once again, live one more time from Davenport, Florida, with my morning life wake up motivation this morning. And this morning, I want to talk about a topic. You get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. And this is a topic that a lot of people really overlook. But basically, what I'm saying, if you don't have the courage to go out there and ask for what you want and the willpower and determination to achieve it, you're not going to get what you want in life. Because if you don't have courage, then you're not going to convince yourself to go out there and ask for what you want or to go out there and achieve, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. A lot of people don't get what they want because they're too afraid to speak up. They're too afraid to use their voice to be heard, to let people know that they're dominant and they have power within themselves and they believe in themselves and they have the courage to go out there and ask for what they want out of life and whatever they're trying to accomplish. But I can tell you this right now, a closed mouth never gets fed. So if you want to get to the level in life to where you want to be, then you got to have the courage to go out there and ask for what you want. And then once you go out there and ask for what you want, you got to have the willpower and determination to go out there and achieve it. So basically, this is what I'm saying to you this morning in my morning life wake up motivations is that you get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. And basically, if you don't ask for something, you're not going to get it. That's just the bottom line. Nobody's gonna give you something if you don't ask for it. Because number one, they don't know that you want it. They don't know that you need it. They don't know what's going on. So anytime in life, don't never be afraid to go out there and ask for what you want. If you want something out of life and you want to achieve something in life, go out there and have consistency about yourself and confidence and self-confidence and ask for what you want. Because if you don't ask for what you want, you're never going to get what you want. That's just the way it is. A lot of people miss out on a lot of things in life because they're too afraid to speak up, or they worry about what somebody's going to say if they speak up. You cannot worry about what people's opinions are or how people feel about you when you speak up and you voice your opinion or you voice how you feel or you speak up and you be boisterous and you ask for what you want. Because if you don't ask for what you want, how do you know someone knows what you want? Nobody knows what you want if you don't ask. Because number one, we're not mind readers. We cannot read your mind and say, well, hey, okay, Greg wants a brand new car. You can't read my mind and say I want it if I don't ask for a brand new car. If I don't speak a brand new car into existence, I'm not going to get it. But the thing is, when you ask for something, you got to be able to use in visualization to create that picture in your mind that you already have whatever you've asked for. And you walk in that realm, in that physical, in that virtual reality realm of you already having what you asked for. Like if you ask for another job, then you got to already believe that you have another job. You got to already believe that you're working another job and you have better pay. Or say, for instance, if you ask for a way to create a second stream of income on top of what you're doing, then you got to already visualize that you already have that enacting in your life. Because if you ask for something and you don't believe that you can achieve it, then it's not going to come to reality. There's one thing to ask for something, but there's another thing to believe that you already have what you've asked for, even if you don't see it. Because like I said, the Bible said, if you have faith of a grain of a mustard seed, you can move that mountain. So that's what I'm saying. You get what you have by having the courage to ask for what you want. And that's the way it is. And that's what you have to know that, you have to believe that, because if you don't have the courage to ask for what you want, then you're never going to get it. So that's how you get what you have, by having the courage to ask for it. And whatever it is you want, you have to ask for it. Nobody's not going to give you what you want if you don't ask for it, because they don't know that you need it. They don't know that you want it. So what I'm saying to you this morning in my morning life wake up motivation you get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. But the thing is, what I'm saying to you, you have to learn how to come out of that eggshell that you've been in for so many years in life and being afraid to speak up for what you want, because you're never going to get what you want if you don't have the voice to speak up for it in order to be heard so you can get what you want. I'll say that again. You're never going to get what you want out of life if you don't have the courage to speak up for what you want. So what I'm saying to you, all these people that are afraid to speak up for what they want, I'm challenging you this morning to come out of that eggshell and make your voice heard and make yourself known and go out there and ask for what you want. Whatever you want out of life, you can get it. Because God said the promises of God is yes and amen. Yes, you can have it, and amen, it's already done, but you cannot have it if you don't ask for it. So that's what I'm saying to you this morning. I challenge you to have the courage to go out and ask for what you want so you can live the lifestyle that you want. But the thing is, when you ask for it, then you got to be able to use in visualization to create a virtual reality inside of your head that you've already accomplished whatever that is that you've asked for, because that gives you the self-confidence to keep on moving strong so you can go out there and accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. But you can never accomplish nothing in life if you don't know what you want, and if you don't have the courage to ask for what you want and then believing in visualization through your subconscious mind that it's already a virtual reality inside of your head. And if you picture that each and every day, now it will come to the physical reality of life, and it will come to be true. Even though it's not true, it's a virtual reality inside of your head, but you got to learn how to speak those things as though they weren't so they can come as though they are. If you didn't catch that, I'll say it again. You have to learn how to speak those things as though they weren't so they can come as though they are. Meaning they can't, if nothing can come to reality if you don't believe in it, if you don't speak it, if you don't receive it, and if you don't believe that you already have that. You're already living in the now. You're already living in that lifestyle of fun, freedom, and fulfillment, even though you're not there. Because in order for you to get to where you want to go in life, you got to have the courage to be able to ask for what you want. And then when you ask for what you want, you got to be able to use that in visualization to be able to create a virtual reality inside of your head that says that, hey, I'm already living in this virtual reality of what I have asked for. I already have that. Because a lot of people don't get ahead because they're too afraid. They're too afraid to ask, and they're too afraid to take risks, and they're too afraid to deal with challenges when they face in their life. But you got to learn how to have the courage to ask for what you want, because you get what you want. You get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. Everything that you have today, if you didn't ask for it, you wouldn't have got it. Right or wrong? Absolutely. So if you want more than what you have today, just ask for more and believe in more and dream more and have a bigger picture of visualization of more than what you have. And then once you create that virtual reality of having more than what you have inside of your head, now that virtual reality will come to the physical reality, because I say this all the time, whatever the mind can conceive and achieve, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Bottom line. But you cannot conceive and believe nothing if you haven't already asked for it. Once you ask for it, you get that picture of visualization inside of your head that you're already living in that physical realm of the virtual reality of the picture that you have created inside of your head. But if you don't have the courage to ask for it, you can never create that virtual reality. So this is what I'm saying to you, because I know that there's a lot of people out there in the world today that want a whole lot of things, but they're too afraid to ask for them because they don't believe that they're worthy of them. I can tell you right now, you are worthy of whatever you want out of life. All you got to do is ask for it, create a picture of it, visualization inside of your head, and then go out and work hard and achieve it. That's all it takes. But the first step is you asking for it. Once you ask for it, and then you create that virtual reality of visualization inside of your head, whatever it is you have asked God for, that is already in the making and already happening, then now it will come to a reality because right now you have it inside here. Once you get a picture of a virtual reality of your life changing, and you've asked God to change your life, and you already believe that He's changed your life, then and you got a picture of visualization, and you already see your life different than the way it is, even though it is the same. All you got to do is just keep believing in that virtual reality picture that's inside of your head, and keep striving to achieve the reality of that virtual reality picture in your head, so it can come to the physical realm of reality. But it cannot come to the physical realm of reality if you cannot believe it and conceive it. Then you can achieve it, because that's just the way it works. But first of all, you have to ask for it. You cannot sit back and be afraid and think that you're not worthy of living a good life of fun, freedom, and fulfillment if you're too afraid to ask God to bring that life to you into the world. You have to ask God for what you want. And then when you ask God for what you want, then you have to be able to use a picture of a virtual reality picture of visualization to believe that you already have what you have asked for. So I'm challenging you this morning. Don't be afraid to ask God for what you asked for. And don't be afraid to think that you're not worthy of having the things that everybody else have. Don't just sit back and watch everybody else enjoy life and live the life of fun, freedom, and fulfillment when you're too afraid to ask God to bring that into your life. And you're too afraid to create a virtual reality picture inside of your head that you're already living in the now of that lifestyle. You have to be able to create an image of a virtual reality picture inside of your head of whatever you have asked God for, to believe and conceive that He's already done it. You got to be living in it. Even though it's not a physical reality in your life, you got to live in it before you can actually bring it to the physical realm of reality. Because if it's not in here and it's not in here, then it's not going to come true, because your belief system is not strong enough to manifest it through, to meditate it through, to bring forth whatever it is that you have asked for, the courage that you have had to go out and ask for something. You also got to have the courage to believe and conceive that you've already achieved it, even though you haven't. And the only way you can do that is through the physical realm of the virtual reality picture that you have in your head of a visualization of whatever that is you have asked God for. Because, God is a just God. You can ask God for something and you can think that He's not going to show up and He's not going to give it to you. But as long as you believe that you already have it, it will come to pass into the physical realm. But you've got to get it inside of your head, inside your virtual reality picture, inside of your head, that you replay each and every day, that you're already there. But you got to have the courage, number one, to ask God for it, because God knows your heart and He knows your desires and your wants. But sometimes you have to have the courage to go and ask God for what you want. And then once you ask God for what you want, you have to believe that it has already happened. You have to live in that virtual reality picture inside of your head that God has already delivered what you asked for. But the bottom line, you get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. If you don't have the courage to ask for something, then you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it, because the bottom line, a closed mouth does not get fed. If you want to move on to the next level of getting more income coming into your household, you have to pray and ask God to bring that forth. And then when you pray and meditate and ask God to bring that forth, then you have to believe and live in a virtual reality picture inside of your head that you already have more income coming in, that you already have more than enough to pay your bill. You cannot have that same, when you ask God for something, you cannot go back to the mindset of believing that he's not going to deliver it. Because if you do, then you don't have the faith for what you just asked God for. You got to be able to keep the faith and believe and trust and believe and know that in due time, whatever you ask God for, he's going to bring it into your life. But you just have to be patient and wait, and be willing to wait and be willing to endure the long haul and don't give up and keep that picture in visualization of that virtual reality of whatever you ask God for, that he's going to deliver it to you. But he cannot deliver nothing to you if you don't have the courage to ask for it. So just remember, you get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. So if you don't have what you need in life right now, that means that you haven't had the courage to ask God for it. And then you haven't had the mindset to believe and conceive it, that it's already in the virtual reality, so you can go out and achieve it. You have to create a picture of a visualization inside of your head that proves to you that what you have asked for, that you already have it. Because if you don't believe it in here and in here, it's never going to come out here. I'll say that again. If you don't believe it in here and in here, it's never going to come out here into the virtual reality, into the physical realm of life. It's never going to come out if you don't believe it. But that's why you have to have strong pictures of visualization inside of your head for whatever you have asked God for, so he can provide it and bring it to you. Say, for instance, if you want a new house, you got to meditate, fast, and pray and keep asking God for that new house. And even though you don't see that new house coming, you got to believe and conceive in your mind that you've already ate your first meal inside of that new house. And once you believe that and you conceive that, now you can achieve that because it's in here and it's in here. If it's in here and it's in here, it's going to always come out here. But if it's not in here and in here, it's never going to come out here. So that's what you have to realize. You have to learn how to have strong visualization when you ask God for something. You have to have strong visualization to believe that it has already happened. Even though it has not happened, you have to believe that it has already happened, because that's where your visualization point of being able to create a virtual reality picture of whatever you have asked God for inside of your head and believe each and every day that you already have it, then it will come to the physical realm of reality. But it cannot come to the physical realm of reality if you don't have the courage to ask for it, number one, and then you got to have the courage to believe that it has already happened. It's just like, say, for instance, if you plant a tree in the ground and you don't water that tree, it's not going to grow, right? That's the same way with your mindset. If you have a picture of visualization inside of your head, and that picture of visualization each and every day does not rewind just like a tape recorder inside of your head, and you believing that you've already conceived and believed and conceived whatever it is you're trying to achieve, and you already believe it, even though it's not in the physical realm of reality of you being able, of you already have achieved it, but all you got to do is just keep believing it inside here and using in visualization to create a virtual reality that you're already living in that moment. And I guarantee you that moment will come to pass. All you got to do is just trust God and trust God's timing, and he's going to deliver. But first of all, you got to have the belief system to know that he's going to deliver. But you cannot have the belief system to know that he's going to deliver if you don't have the courage to ask for it. And then if you don't have the courage to believe and conceive that it has already happened. So that's what you have to look at, is something like that, because when you get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. So just remember, whatever you want out of life, you can get it. But you just have to have the courage to ask God for it. And then once you have the courage to ask God for it, then you have to have the courage to believe that he's already delivered it, even though you don't see it. You know, that's where you have to have that faith. Like the Bible said, the faith of the grain of a mustard seed. And you can move that mountain. That's the same way in life. You got to have the faith of a grain of a mustard seed to be able to create a picture of visualization inside of your head to believe that whatever you have just asked God for, that you had the courage to ask God for, and create that virtual reality of visualization inside of your head to believe that you have already achieved what it is that you have asked God for. You are already living in that moment. You are already that successful entrepreneur that you asked God to be. You've got to live in the now moment before it comes into the physical reality. You got to be able to live in a virtual reality to create a picture of visualization to believe that whatever it is you just prayed and asked God for, that he has already delivered it, even though it's not in the physical realm right now. Because if you don't believe that you can achieve it, then you're not going to achieve it. You know, your belief system determines what you're able to accomplish in life. I'll say that again. Your belief system determines what you're able to accomplish in life and what you're able to have in life. So if you want to have what you want out of life, have a strong belief system within yourself, have self-confidence within yourself, and be able to create that virtual reality of visualization inside of your head that you have already accomplished whatever it was you were trying to accomplish. And then you will be able to live in that moment when it becomes a physical reality, because you was already living there in the virtual reality picture inside of your head. Now, does that make sense to you? I'll say that again. Then you will be able to live in that moment when it comes to a physical reality, because you were already living in that virtual reality moment inside your head before it came to a physical reality. So that's what you have to do. So that's what I'm saying to you this morning in my morning live wake up motivation. You get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. And that's just the bottom line. So this morning, you know, I have a call to action. It is my new product called Skin Tech. I'm going to show you a quick video of it and how it works.
sampled my mechanic before he did the work on my car. He only had to wash his hands one time.
It makes your hands soft. You don't have to use those anymore. It's up to 4 hours.
Try Mechanical Invisible.
I got a lot.
This is SkinTech, a broad spectrum protective in foam form. It is literally an invisible glove on our skin. It helps eliminate viruses, bacteria, and even spores on contact. What's really fascinating about it is that it can also protect your skin from corrosive substances such as acid-based insolvent. In fact, do you know what? We're going to show you exactly in this video how it protects your hand against chloride acid, an acid that would normally burn. We waited 5 minutes for it to completely dry. And now we're applying acid chloride. We use the screws to show that there's an actual chemical reaction that takes place. And as you can see, it doesn't really affect the hand, and we get a 4-hour protection against acid chemicals, bacteria, viruses, no matter what. This is just amazing, right? This is by far the best sanitizing product in the world. SkinTech. Soft to the touch and tough as nails.
So there you have it, SkinTech. Like I said, if you're interested in that product, click the link below at thismakesense.com and you can pre-order it today. And you can get a 50 milliliter bottle of the SkinTech that will last you up to 1 month with regular use. And then you can also get for $25. And then you can also get a 150 millimeter bottle of the SkinTech that will last you with regular use up to 3 months for $50. So, like I said, and this is an awesome product. You see the acid test to where it protect your hands from that. And then also 4 hours after hand wash. This is an awesome product. So if you're looking to protect your loved ones, SkinTech is what you need to protect your loved ones. Click the link below at thismakesense.com and pre-order it today. And for all you entrepreneur-minded people out there, because I know you're out there, think about this. This is a ground-level product that is not sold in stores. You get an opportunity to be inside of a ground-level product, also a ground-level company, and now you can start becoming a distributor of this product and making you some money right now. All you people that have a job, want to create a second strand of income, this is your opportunity. So if you're interested, click the link below at thismakesense.com and send me a message in the chat or whichever one of my social media platforms that you're viewing from. Just send me a message and then I'll get back with you and then we can chat and discuss and see if it's a good fit for you. But once again, I just want to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by my Morning Live Wake Up Motivation this morning. But just remember, you get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. So just remember, closed mouth don't get fed. So if you want to get fed and you want to get what you want out of life, have the courage to ask God for what you want and believe that he's already given it to you. Be able to create that picture of in visualization, to create a virtual reality picture inside of your head and live in the now in that picture, even though it's not a physical reality. And once again, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate all your likes, your comments, and shares. But just do me a favor. Like, comment, and share on this video also. And subscribe to my YouTube channel because, I have a lot of great motivational stuff on there. And I'm just here to motivate you, to encourage you to live a better lifestyle than the lifestyle that you're living right now, to create change in your lifestyle if that's what you want. I'm here to encourage you and show you how you can do that. So I just want to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by my Morning Live Wake Up Motivation. And once again, let this resonate with you. You get what you have by having the courage to ask for it. So don't be afraid to ask God for what you want. And thank you. And I love you all. And God loves you. And so do I. And have a blessed day. And goodbye.